Before we dive into the mechanics of creating a video newsletter, I figured it would be helpful if we talked about what a curated video newsletter is. A curated video newsletter is a regular wrap-up of the most important news of your industry and/or niche, done in the form of video. Here are 3 reasons why curated video newsletters are so effective. Firstly, people like to feel informed about what's happening in their industry. Because of that, they welcome and consume the content at an astonishingly high rate. Second, most people don't have a lot of time to scan the interwebs to find out what's happening and will gladly receive that information from someone they trust. Finally, since you're not creating the content yourself, you can create the videos relatively fast and on a regular basis. And more communication with your audience means more business and revenue down the line. Now that we've laid some groundwork, let's dive into the anatomy of a curated video newsletter. A curated video newsletter is made up of 6 parts: a hook, a branded clip, a tagline, the content, close, and call to action. The hook is probably the most important 5 seconds of your video, because this is where people will decide whether or not they're going to watch your video. To keep things simple, all you need to do is list the news headlines in a conversational tone, one following the next. If you did a good job with picking your news items, then the content should sell itself. It wouldn't hurt to mention the date to reinforce the timeliness of the news, as well as mention the name of the video newsletter they're watching. Here's a quick example of how to write a hook for your video newsletter. It's Friday, the 23rd of June, and this is Millionaire Marketing Weekly. In today's news, Google is launching its free website builder, Instagram is adding video replays to live broadcasts, and Apple is taking on Netflix head on. These stories are coming up right after this. Following the hook should be a brief intro clip. Your intro clip caters to 2 groups: people who have never seen your video and returning subscribers. Keep in mind that every video you create could potentially be someone's first video. Because of that, it's a good idea to set the tone, show some professionalism, and give them an idea of what to expect. As for the return subscribers, your intro clip helps to reinforce the brand and gently remind them that they've seen you before. One of the best places to get an intro clip done is on Fiverr.com. In the next section of the video, you're simply stating the issue number and tagline. It seems unimportant, but there's a lot of psychology going on. Stating the issue number helps to build authority over time. The number will be small at first, but as you're producing newsletters on a consistent basis, that number will climb rapidly. The tagline is a short description of the type of information that you will be covering. This helps the audience quickly understand what you're about and what they'll be getting from you. Here's a quick example of how to write a tagline. This is issue 34 of DMW, where we summarize the most important news in the fast-moving worlds of video marketing, SEO, and social media. Alright, let's get started. After the tagline, we're going to dive into each news item and distill it into a few key points. If there's a specific action that your viewers should take as a result of your particular news item, make sure you mention it. It could be either be something for them to take advantage of or an undesired consequence that they should actively avoid. In general, you want to have around 3 to 4 news items. Here's an example of a news item to give you an idea of how it should go. This week, Instagram announced that they are adding the option to share live story replays for up to 24 hours. After you finish your live broadcast, you can now choose to share a replay of the live stream for up to 24 hours. People watching the replay will be able to rewind and fast forward the video. They'll also see any likes and comments that appeared during the live broadcast. This new feature coincides with the news that Instagram stories now have a daily audience of over 250 million people. That is a 25% increase since April this year. This new replay feature is available to all users, so make sure you try it out. Next, we have the close. Now that we've given our viewer what they've came for, it's time to wrap things up with a nice short sentence. Here's an example. Okay, so that's what's been happening this week in the world of video marketing, SEO, and social media. Finally, it's time to deliver our call to action to the viewer. This is how you generate traffic, which is by telling them what to do next. It could be any number of things, such as liking, commenting, and or sharing your video, subscribing to your channel, or asking them to join your mailing list so they can receive the next issue right in their inbox. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be part of the notification squad. Coming up next, we're going to be talking about how to drive YouTube traffic with question and answer videos, so make sure you stay tuned for that. This is Jacob Laguerre signing off. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time. Peace.